I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran.
The spring season is here and we celebrate it with a special annual event.
That event is the Three Sisters Spring Celebration held at the Chickasaw Cultural Center.
Three Sisters refers to corns, beans, and squash as it grows together. The corn grows, the beans grow up around the corn for a trellis support, and the squash is grown lower down to become a living mulch. So it's a perfect harmony. And here it's a springtime planting event.
During the festivities, homage is given to the Three Sisters, corn, beans, and squash. Cultural demonstrators shared horticulture-related activities. There were several interactive activities and games for people of all ages, like archery and stickball. New this year, visitors got to sample the delicious Three Sisters stew. People also learned how pashofa is cooked. Pashofa is a traditional Chickasaw dish made from corn. This popular event has grown over the past 3 years, from just a weekend program to now a 2-week celebration attracting thousands of visitors, locally and out of state.
This is another annual event. Area children and their families enjoy coming to the Youth Arts Month celebration. It was held at the Chickasaw Community Center in Ada, Oklahoma. The Chickasaw Nation hosts this event every year, giving kids an opportunity to experience the arts. There were all kinds of things to explore, a variety of fun hands-on activities.
We put together different divisions that come together and they set up these booths. Some are art related, some relate to whatever they do. So we put this together, the kids come through, they can be interactive with the booths and learn a little bit about art.
At the event this year, a unique art project was unveiled. Chickasaw artist Erin Shaw held some workshops with children ages 5 to 8. She and the young artist incorporated storytelling with art, learning about the ancient Chickasaw story, Spider Brings Fire. This beautiful work of art is a result of their collaboration. Erin Shaw, the artist who helped in that collaboration, loves working with young people.
We recently learned why and what influences so much of her work.
I'm either telling a story or dissecting a story or, separating a story and putting it back together.
Looking at her work, it's hard to believe Erin Shaw has only been painting for 5 years.
I had actually never taken a painting class. I don't really tell people that.
She studied studio art with an emphasis on graphic design at Baylor University. Years later, her creativity came alive on canvas.
It's kind of interesting because when I started, I feel like it just came out of me. And the color is a huge part of my work. I mean, if people can't say anything else about it, they notice the vibrancy of my palette. As a person, I am very in love with laughter and humor, and I think that it comes out in my work.
Through vivid colors and sharp texture, she shares whimsical tales, stories that even children can appreciate. Erin's work is influenced by Samuel, her young son.
Part of the work that I've done with kids has come out of my desire to bring him into my work. Becoming a mother or parent changes everything. I had all of these very early introspective moments about his life and how are we going to do a good job of this, and it caused me to ask, I think, some questions that really needed to be answered. And some of that was in relation to our heritage, and some of that was in relation to who I felt like I was and what it was I was supposed to be doing in the world. And I really say that when Samuel came along, it was like this switch just flipped, and I realized the best thing that I can do for him is to be who it is I'm supposed to be.
That's a paper airplane.
What separates any artist's work from any artist's work is, is the artist. I am who I am, and I am very different I'm very similar to many people, but I'm very different also. And the more that I strive towards being honest and authentic, I think the more that comes out in my work. Do you want to sit in my lap? Yeah.
She is a Chickasaw mother, a painter, a storyteller. Erin has incorporated all of those roles into her craft.
The thread has become such an important part of my work. The things that confine us can also be the things that free us. The white blackbird
From large panels to smaller size paintings, there's a place for them all in her Oklahoma City studio.
A T-Rex.
Some of her best work is the result of collaborating with children. Her best art partner is her son.
I really love watching him work, for sure. It's amazing to see what comes out of him. Kids' creativity is just like, you know, there's no cap on it. They haven't learned any like rules or they don't squash it. It just comes right out. So I feel like that feeds my practice in a really wonderful way. We know the importance of teaching children all kinds of things when they're young. The things that they know when they're young, they will know their whole life. And so I started thinking, if I could take Samuel and a few of his friends and teach them at a young age that art is vital to our existence. It's important. We can't lose this. Art is something that's worth preserving.
Erin is such a versatile artist. She works with a wide range of ages, including college students. Erin teaches at the University of Central Oklahoma. She believes strongly in arts education, nurturing that love for the arts.
Chickasaws have an appreciation for the arts, as well as for their history and heritage.
This next story takes us to the Oklahoma History Center in Oklahoma City.
A Chickasaw ambassador recently spent several weeks sharing tribal history. Neal McCaleb is ambassador at large for the Chickasaw Nation. He was part of a 6-week lecture series hosted by the Oklahoma State University's OLLI program, a continuing education program for seniors. The topic, tribal sovereignty in Oklahoma.
And the purpose of this class is to show how we arrived where we are today in terms of tribal sovereignty recognized by the United States government. The tribes, with their sovereignty, bring a unique capability and capacity to the state, both in terms of economic development and in terms of delivery of social services and educational services to tribal members.
Ambassador McCaleb is well respected in Oklahoma and at the national level. He is a former Assistant Secretary of the Interior for Indian Affairs. Mr. McCaleb is a former state representative and he has served as Secretary of Transportation. Save this date on your calendar, May 16th and 17th.
That's the date for the Chickasaw reunion. It'll be held at Kullihoma.
We'll have more details on the Chickasaw reunion on the next episode of CNTV.
We'll see you then.